Well, hello everybody. How you doing? I choose to be guided. I trust that your day has been absolutely awesome. My day has been awesome and relaxing. You know, I come on here when I'm guided to come on. I turn on the video when it's time to turn it on, when the spirit says do so. I choose to be guided. We may play cards some days. We may have a conversation, a moment of inspiration, have a bunch of fun and laughs and all of this and that. And then there are times that we're going to kick it in a way that it may hurt a couple people's feelings. That's okay. But we're also going to be inspired by the message, because as you are hearing it, so am I giving it, and I go back and listen, right? When we're playing cards, we're going with the flow. So today, transformation needed so, and we are going to let the spirit move, because the spirit got something to say, because he said just turn it on. Told me I didn't need notes or anything. So I trust that you were guided to this video, and whoever needs to hear it will hear it, and there will be a transformation in your life. Perspective, your life's true purpose, as my life's true purpose is to help billions to reach their life's true purpose. So I love you, and I'm so glad that you're here, baby. Ooh, boy. So today, I woke up in vision mode. Create in the depth of my creation of vision. And it was really, really intense. I also experienced a new avenue in terms of my soul's discovery. As I've always shared with you, I know my soul's genealogy. And there has been so much profound knowledge and awareness given to me. And I'm so grateful for it, because I get to help you get to yours as well. So today, I found out some more detail. And in this process of me finding out more detail, it kind of tied back to the other night I was watching Erykah Badu, and some of her, she's on tour, I believe. I think it was current. I don't know, because I'm not you cannot accomplish your goals looking in everybody else's lane. So I don't follow things like that, especially in my creative mode and me getting things done. When you're getting things done, this is what you need to do. You gotta put everything down. Oftentimes you'll be guided to do that. You don't have to watch how Susie May did it, Johnny Jim did it. You don't have to do that. If you follow the divine, don't worry about how they're being guided, or if they are being guided, or if the system says it's that way. That may not be the way for you, right? So it's important for you to follow the divine and not man, and not be looking over into somebody else's lane about how they did it. Okay? So you're being called to be very exclusive. That's the message for someone. As I was watching Erykah Badu, and there was this soul, I was, oh, what am I supposed to do when I want you in my world, want you in my world. How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? Well, I had never, ever seen the video. I had never seen that video. When I watched the video, then I saw that the video was about a soul connection, a real past life connection, and how that past life connection was entering her current, had entered lifetimes in that before it had gotten to the current scenario. There had already been some encounters. And sometimes the encounter that you may have, it doesn't mean that the encounter was a successful encounter or something that you really would want to be involved in type of encounter in a past life. It could very well be an encounter that you may not want to encounter again. Or it could be an encounter that was literally setting the stage, and maybe it didn't happen that lifetime, and it didn't happen that lifetime, and maybe the last lifetime you had something that you had to that went down that had to be remedied or cleared in the current lifetime. Now, for those of you who are a part of the spiritual streets and you understand, you're very spiritual, you understand the concept of that, you get it. But those of you who are not used to this type of dialogue, and you've come on my page because thousands of people follow me who are really actually either indoctrinated in some kind of way through religion or education, lifestyle, etc. Right? So a lot of you may not. So we're going to break it down. Break it down. I don't want you to miss the sound, okay? So we're going to break it down. So you might want to get your tea, your crumpets. Because tonight, as a result of the conversation, the detail that was coming to me about even my life, and I now, because I understand the soul's process and how things work in that arena, I find myself now asking, okay, so which one did this? Or which energy did this trait come from? Or why is this person connected to me? Or why is, okay, you told me to go over there and to talk to that person, so why? Does that person have anything to do with any of our people up in here? Okay? And so the Spirit will lead you. The Spirit will teach you all things. I've always been taught by the Spirit. I have prided myself, my career, and I have been very successful in business with integrity and love because I was guided by the divine. And as a result of that, I very much trust. This whole new thing, as it relates to the soul, as it relates to my life, and how life is for humankind as a whole, this is all new. It's new to me too, because I was raised, indoctrinated, sedated, suppressed in fear. Yeah. Taught fear through the religion. Yeah. Anytime you're in a room, somebody can... For those of you who may not understand, sometimes people can... I think this is a lot. This is a common trait. Anybody can sit in a room that is a hot mess, that at first you may be appalled by it. You stay there long enough, get comfortable enough, all of a sudden you can make it a home if you choose to. You can become acclimated, kind of merge up in the system. And I would say that has a lot to do with the fact that we are energy, all energy, right? You come into a scenario, if you don't grow from it, evolve from it, get out of it, you can find yourself sunk up in it. So this is the fear and the way that I was doing life, I don't know about you, maybe you were doing life like this, where just become complacent because in an indoctrination type complacency, where it is what you know and you become sold out for it because that's all you know, because that's what has been taught to you. So, as a result of everything that I got this morning, of that, some more connections to my soul's genealogy and how I can expound off of that knowledge and the revelation and the encounters that come from even the spirit side, I share with you, I've been more connected with the spirit than I am with this realm. But according to the divine, I've mastered both sides. And I am not to dumb myself down for anybody, so I don't. But in this experience of getting to this place right here, it's a wow moment. It's kind of scary in a way when I think about, like, oh my gosh, you want me to do what? You want me to say what? I mean, I know that. We talked about it. We got to do it right now. Is that what we do it right now today? Really? That's a word for somebody. Divine is telling you to do a certain thing, a certain way, right now. And you're like, no, please, no. I don't want to do that. Worried about what somebody's going to think and how they're going to talk about you and things of that nature. Yeah, that part. The safest place in the whole wide world, that part, is in the will of God. Yeah. Though trials be great. Yeah. And it gets that way. And the way seems so hard. Yeah. It's in the will of God. Mm-hmm. You there. It may be on a, I don't remember the word, battleship. Oh. Or on a mountaintop, or a valley so low. Listen here. But wherever, it may be, yeah. When God says go, when God says go, you better go. You better go. We're getting ready to talk about relationships today. Look at that. I thought my phone was off. I thought I turned it off. I guess I did. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Divine said, do not answer the phone. And there it is. And we're going to turn it down. Break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the sound of this love. Interrupt the flow, better not dare. Gotta break it on down. Can you hear me? Candlelight. Oh. I don't think so. Ooh, that was my son. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of things are getting ready to be shaken up as we step into the new, prepare for the new, freedom riders for the soul. That's what we are. Either you choose that, and it's not an either or. It's if it's your time to get in it, and if you get into the game, you get into the game. Divine say the train's not waiting, it's already moving. So many will come for the sake of their peace. Many will make a different choice for the sake of their peace, because they'd rather be happy, because they'd rather have true joy, true love, and true happiness. Yeah. So as a result of that, they will begin to inquire and to really heed to the desires of the soul and not fall by the wayside of the complacency of our world. So, we're talking about relationships. My body just, it literally was like the tingles went from the bottom side all the way up. And I can tell you right now, this is going to be a channeling message. And when someone says channeling, for those of you who do not know, channeling is a prophetic word. Channeling is a prophecy. That's what channeling is. A right now word. How many of you chose your relationship because it looked better? And we're going to go somewhere with this, because when we're talking about relationships and how we choose them, how we choose our environments, how we are working on our peace and wanting to really move into a situation of true joy, true love, and true happiness, and you don't know how really to do it because we haven't been given the remedy. We have not been taught that as a society, as a people, humankind, all over the world. It doesn't matter. We have been taught to suppress, to fear, and to be on this rat race towards the almighty dollar. What people do for money, that part. We've done a whole lot for it, though. We've done a whole lot for that as the signature to define our success. The signature to define our success has bled off into a cycle, a repetition of bondage, a repetition of secrecy, a repetition of our soul's sacrifice, a repetition of war, a repetition of hatred, a repetition of misunderstandings, and again, secrecy. Whether it's a personal secret to yourself, a repetition of dishonesty, people not being able to even be themselves to themselves when they're alone. not being able to be honest with themselves because it's so uncomfortable. The truth. So uncomfortable. And the spirits say this may be uncomfortable for a lot of people. And it may be uncomfortable for a lot of people. The sacrifices that we've made because we thought it was the best way, because we didn't know any better. We didn't know any better. We have been distracted by the war in the game. Had not ever been in the game, I always would say that the game, we have been living life as if we have savored a walnut and we haven't even cracked the shell. Living life as if we have savored a walnut and we haven't even cracked the shell, so we hadn't even gotten to the nut. And the nut, that soul that you carry, for those of you who are new here, the soul is an entity, energy, just like you and me. It doesn't have arms and legs, but it is the energy inside of you where in which it wears the essence of the divine source energy. I like to call it the map quest, that it trusts and needs you to listen to so that it can be about its mission. Consider a race. Running. I forgot what race they call that you have to pass the baton to the next person. So you run in a race and you're passing the baton to the next person. And the divine is so amazing how there are so many parallels in life and all of the nuggets that we've gotten that have been left by our souls. Our souls have been really running this. Mm-hmm. Really running this for us. So it's really trusting for us to do what is necessary for us to do for it to win the game. Be anxious for nothing. It's not in a race. It's on its mission. It's about that mission. It's about that life. Connected with you energetically. It's a natural flow. Which is why it's important for you to naturally flow. Get into the groove of it and make it do what it do. I'm going to take my time and I'm following the divine, and whoever this message is for, you'll be here and you'll listen. That says it's for you. However many. Okay? We like everything quick. Quick is how we like to do it. We want quick, so we make clickbait. You need to be 20 seconds and out. just to get the attention, because these days attention is not something that we get up on. The attention span is 2 seconds short, length of a microwave, 1 second. You don't have to work hard to do anything. We don't have to work hard for the transformation of even our body. Hell, go buy it. Go buy the body. Go buy it. Go buy the hair. Go buy. They have people now, they can go and get a new face in a day because somebody can go and restructure your face and give it. You don't have to do anything. Go buy a booty. Go buy whatever you want. You don't have to do the work. Because you're worried and we're concerned about what somebody else is going to think, and how quickly can we get to appear as though we are in this perfect scenario. Families lying. Generations after generations after generations of secrets that kill because we bury the secrets and we don't tell. We were taught to shut the fuck up. Our family elders said or just didn't. You don't say anything. So then we suppress. Even through the religion, things are buried. Just love. That's what God would do. Just love. Just forgive them. So that there lie a lot of entity energies that are broken inside, really, once they leave the motivational speech that they've heard on a Sunday, Tuesday, or Friday. Not really dealing with the truth. Suppressing the truth, embarrassed to say the truth for fear of the backlash, of the response. So they bury it. We react in a very abrupt way when there's the truth that doesn't fit us well. So then people back off, children back off. I did that. I remember when my daughter came to me and said something to me when she was a little girl about someone. And my reaction had her to say it was a dream, but turns out it wasn't. It had been the truth. And I followed through later to handle what needed to be handled. But these things that we cause ourselves to bury, it has caused for there to be a repetition of dysfunction, a repetition My apologies for that. Of anger, hurt. You cannot find true joy and true love on top of a bunch of brokenness and mess and debris. That's not how it's founded. It's when you pick up that brokenness and that mess and you analyze and you deal with it and you look at it. You solve the puzzle. You solve the equation. You make some sense out of it. You listen to your loved ones. You don't assume that someone gets it because you got it. I called my granddaughter today. And when I shared with her why, I was explaining to her something, I decided to go a little further into the reality of the circumstance so that she would have understanding and not be given the weight of having to draw a conclusion, because I'm grown and she's a child and I don't owe her an explanation. The hell? Yes, I do. I owe her that. The lack of communication has caused for so many people to be broken. Again, with relationships. In relationships, whether you're, Spirit said we're going to keep it on the romantic ones. A lot of times in relationships, people don't want to talk because they're scared to talk, because we've been so suppressed, we can't talk. What we talking about? We can't talk, and we damn sure can't listen. We're not listening because I don't need to listen. What I need to listen for? Because that gives us anxiety to listen, right? We're not talking about the one person who made it. Oh, that's not me. That's not me. A lot of times, because this message, and the Spirit said that's the truth, this message applies to the majority of humankind. We have fallen short, and the beauty of it is that we have an opportunity to transform it, and we are. But there are conversations that need to be had. There are discussions that need to be had that are the truth. Opening up that gate and that opportunity of truth. And the truth about why we are here, why we are in the game, the point of it in the first place, so that we can get on track, so that it can even be an idea or an opportunity of true love, joy, and happiness from the depth of your soul. You can't have the reason that there are very few people who are in true love unions is because of our lack of understanding of what love is, because of our lack of understanding of the point of it all, because of us walking around with bits and pieces and trying to tie them together and then ending up at the same place that we started at with no resolve. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating. The whole process. It's because we haven't connected with our soul. And it's not complicated. I'm going to teach you guys too. It's not complicated. Once you get it, you get it. How do you go beyond the veil? How do we all become one? And that seems completely impossible, doesn't it? It's like to become one. Girl, bye. Let's just live life and die, right? Is that it? That's what we doing? Well, see, maybe 5, 10 years ago, maybe you could get away with that. That's not how this thing goes anymore. Results are different now because the souls have options and the pioneers are in place. The divine source energy gave us this wonderful opportunity of demonstration and this beautiful game that was created actually for us to have fun. Yeah, it really was. But we haven't gotten to the fun yet, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to create life a different way, and we're going to do it. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to get to it, right? That's what we're going to do. In this love, and when it comes to relationships, and it comes to how we've done relationships, people have joined with people because it looked good. People have joined with people because of a system. It was best that way. I got you pregnant, I might as well marry you, right? I've been with you a long time, I might as well marry you. You keep popping up back in my life, I guess you the one. You white, you black, I think we need to be together because if I'm with you, then it'll look good for me. I'm gonna be with you because you don't make me grow. Some fights are not warranted and other fights are there because you're in a relationship that is definitely there because you both are to grow and you are each other's teachers. So you are there and you are, and if for some of you who you know, the twin flame, which is extremely rare. It is extremely rare. Soul connections come a dime a dozen. They don't have to be romantic in a soul connection either. It doesn't have to be. A twin flame is a very rare connection. That twin flame, as we define it, is essentially a divine connection. So let's just say that it is this divine connection is definitely something that is fated in the ethers. It is fated in heaven before you even got here. This is something that is very key. It's a key string for a key union. Spirits say use that one. A key union for the kingdom, for the new earth, for heaven on earth. They replicate, literally, the divine source energy. You're talking about two people who have had several lifetimes and have mastered the spirit and fleshly realm. They came in this lifetime to connect, to go through the ego death and to come back together. It is that. A lot of times they may not know, but there's usually one of the partners will definitely know. And they will both know, but then there may be a falling away because there is a necessary break, because there is a process of the breakdown, the tower, a replica of the replica. Some others I don't even want to. I was like, how you want me to say that? I still can't tell you everything yet. You have to get the book, get the collection, and you'll know soon. So this breakdown is necessary. It is necessary in that union, and their teachers So they go through hell. It's the perfect union. They go through hell. They're also learning in their journey. And guess what? We still all have free will. But in those cases, then you have, because that's an angelic realm. That's an angelic union. And in those cases, if there be one that decides to really go their own way and do what they do, it's not good. It doesn't work out good for them. Okay? And there's no peace. Anytime your soul is lost, your soul feels lost inside of you, there is no peace. If your soul is feeling like, man, because your soul literally is you are carrying an entity, literally. And your soul knows that due to our ignorance, we've not understood any of its depth or its existence, to even appreciate it, to even care to know it, because we think it's all about us. I never understood why the divine had told me, you will fall and rise before men. It's not about you, and your children must experience it too. But it's not about you. And I was like, okay, I know it's about you, God, it's about you, God. But it wasn't about that. It was about the whole, and also it was about my soul. Coming in connectedness with my soul to understand. And I've had these experiences. When you understand the soul and you understand why you're doing what you're doing, you understand how to move forward. And yes, it can be scary because, hey, for many of you, it's going to be, you got to break down everything that you thought you knew. The best way I can tell you is, God, whatever, if I don't know you, show me you. And allow for the divine to guide you. So as we talk about relationships, there are times that we split up and we walk away with these pains and different things like that, with feeling lost and void. One of the greatest ways for an individual person to be under an attack mentally, is through a relationship, through a broken relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic. But in those romantic ones, that's where it gets to the nitty gritty, man. And it can really tear you. It can rip you to shreds. I've known people who have, maybe some of you have known people who have even killed themselves as a result of love loss, as a result of a failed relationship. We have sacrificed ourselves and our own happiness for the sake of appearances. We mate with people that have other attachments, and we'll talk about, you can listen to the video where we're talking about the soul, so that I did an introduction of the soul because I talk about it a lot, and I want you to have understanding of the soul. So I did a quick little short mini soul series, okay, as we prepare with having knowledge and understanding as to what we're doing here. As we are going through our life trying to understand and put this thing together, the good thing is that there are answers now. There are answers, because we do want true love, joy, and happiness. And your soul is yearning for you. So as I was saying, not everybody is in a divine union. And you may love someone. A lot of times people are loving the person that is comfortable to love them because they are still on that same low vibration. So you keep hanging with the same low vibration. It doesn't cause you, you're not pushed into the wilderness to have to deal with all the other, spiritual word, to have to deal with all of the things that come with stepping out into the darkness, to remove the veil of what's holding you back, of what has you suppressed, what has you feeling so lost. Medication has made it very difficult for people. It's like we're walking around looking like the movie Stepford Wives, and people are walking around in a daze. When you're on, and it's just no slight, but the anxiety of trying to keep up with society has caused for us to actually become self-destructive in the sneakiest way. And a lot of it through medication. Because then we're sedated. And you don't have to look at yourself because you're sedated. I know someone who decided to look at themselves and to face the music head on in their life without medication. If they would have been on the medication, they'd be in a straitjacket still today. And it's scary. It's like suppress the fear. Take a pill and don't worry about the fear. Take the pill and don't worry about the fact that you just broke up, you just got divorced, and don't worry. I know it's too hard to deal with. So just take the pill and smile. And that's not for anybody who has had to do that. I understand. But what we're going to come into is working our way out of there. Some lip gloss have a way of doing things like that with the lips. But that's what they have a tendency to do. You have many of you have been suppressed. Indoctrination, education, medication. You're not present for life. You're not present for the relationship because you've suppressed your soul. Your soul's not sedated. You are. You're not there for the journey. You're not there for the game. You're on drugs. And that's why it's important for us to talk through it. But it's time out for just being motivational speech, and then everybody gets happy, and then you walk away, and then you haven't healed. It's time out for having therapists to just sit there to listen to you and hell, okay, I'm talking to you, but this shit is not learned. This is an experience. This is you choosing to connect with yourself to discover who you truly are, even so that you can even have a healthy relationships. So when we talk about relationships and how we've defined and the relationships and what we're supposed to do in the relationship and what's good and what's not good in a relationship, it forces us to really redefine it as we become into the truth of who we truly are and the intentions for why we are really here and what we're supposed to do, and this idea of us getting into the game and so that we can create this new experience on this playing field called Earth. There's going to be a lot of shedding, not only of skin, but of tears. Because as we go into the flow, there's a lot of, it's facing the fear. It's facing the trauma. Being guided by the unknown. Accepting the truth and learning how to bring balance and stepping away beyond the veil, beyond the shadows. It's not your fault. We're just here now. So welcome. No one can stop this train. No one. And the plan is a wonderful one. The idea and the mission of us is to really become one with ourselves, with our soul, to actually meet the shadow within us and shed that dead skin that we've been wearing and carrying and feeling obligated to do so. It becomes a every man for themselves, because as you begin, the Spirit says, as you begin to be yourself in every room that you step in and allow for the chips to fall where they may, there will be lessons learned for you as well as those who are in the room. You will grow, you will gain knowledge and awareness of the truth of how you do. Learn to accept and forgive yourself first for whatever you've suppressed of yourself. You'll ask questions that you've never asked before. You'll not care about how it appears to someone else. And you'll, with time, begin to just grow and grow and grow and grow, and it'll be easier and easier and easier and easier, and you'll be able to listen to the divine and follow the divine, become tunnel vision in terms of that. The divine is inside and all throughout. Inside, pineal, and all throughout. highest level of energy, highest level of consciousness. As you read in the book, Goal of the Soul, Convos with God, make it make sense, please. The divine shares with us how it came about. And it was something, because I was very persistent. Wondering, hasn't anybody ever asked you this before? Divine said most times they'll ask and then they don't ask anymore after the divine says, I just am. I just was. They leave it there. So then we find out that the divine is yin and yang. It came as a result of a destructive force in the galaxy. A destructive force in the galaxy created a storm. A never-ending storm is an energy. Created a tornado. And the divine was created out of that. The example best described is the pearl. The pearl is created as a result of a parasite, if you would, attacking its mollusk. Compare that to mussels or oysters. And that destruction, that irritant, it feeling that it needs to protect itself, it's secreting as a result of the infliction, as a result of this, as a result of this destructive, what it feels as a destructive attack. And over time, that secretion transforms into the beautiful pearl. The divine came about as a result of destruction, a war. In the gateway of the ethers. So, in that process, its vision, it decided it would create life. It would have a cycle, and it created the vision. This is what's going to happen, okay? This is what we're going to do. What can I do with this? It came about as a life force, as a force to be reckoned with. Say, well, what are we going to do with it? What happens if I put me in there and put me in there, put them down there? They don't know who I am yet. They don't even know who they are. Let them figure it out. And yeah, and let's see what happens. It's like this little game here on this earth. You're going to create it, and they're going to play, and then they're going to come, it's this cycle. That's how the divine was created. And say hello to my new friend, Anger the romantic dichotomy between God, love, and anger. That romantic dichotomy between God, love, and anger comes about as a result of the force in the spirit realm being the spirit realm, but the whole love and anger is all emotional, and that has to do with the earthly realm. That has to do with the game. But it is a description. It should be defined more harmoniously in terms of its description as it relates to the divine source energy. How it describes what the divine is to us. That emotion is described also in demonstration of an actual tornado in its destructive nature and how it comes, and it, even if it there could be a tornado and it can lay something down and leave something standing. It's not a mistake. It can tear something up and move somebody out of it within the tornado. I mean, it was on the news. A couple was in a van. I'll never forget reading that. It was an amazing story. And this was years ago, before all this other stuff comes out on the news, on the internet, and half of it might be false. But they were picked up in the tornado and landed way away, I think in another city, straight up. No issues within the tornado. It's a protection, it's all of that. Like the pearl. So when we talk about love, and we talk about relationships and where we're going with this, the relationships that we have a lot of them are false. And just because you have a contract, it doesn't mean that it is a divine union. And I'm not talking about tearing up marriages and things of that nature. I'm not here to do that. Wow. Divine said, but then again, we are. Those that you know is not real. Or you may be stuck in it because you think that's what God wants for you. And some of you see, the bottom line is, when it's a divine union, like I said, twin flames are very rare. Because to have a twin flame union and to come back in union with your twin flame, that is a lot of work. And a lot of the humankind, we aren't allowed, as a collective, we haven't gotten to that point where you'll see that all the time. Because there's too many rules and regulations and stipulations of how you're supposed to get rid of somebody. Half the time, people won't even stay in line with somebody enough to get to know them, enough to, they'll be too worried. Oh, okay. That's why we're talking about this. See, that's another thing. Some of you know that you're supposed to be with somebody, and you are so worried about what somebody else thinks that you will forfeit a divine union because of all that you went through in the past. Just a messenger. The flow is not easy. The flow is not easy. Nobody said it is. But it's necessary for your peace. It's necessary for your true peace. For your true happiness. For your soul's happiness. And that's how you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy. I tell you, I should just not. You're going to be happy when your soul is happy. Title doesn't make you happy. That doesn't give you joy. The title doesn't do that. No one defines you. But you. This message is not for everybody. I'm taking my time with the divine, and usually I talk faster. And the divine said, make no excuses. Okay. I am not gonna make any excuses. See, sometimes the flow will make you have you feeling uncomfortable. Then the spirit says, okay, we're going to play some cards. Like, what? An hour and 7 minutes in? Really? That's what I'm saying. Say, yeah. Because life is to be fun. He said, my love don't come easy. That song keeps coming up. See, it's wow. Okay. Spirit saying, look up that song. Let's see. What's going on with this song? In this whole thing, and maybe that it was simply that. You've been, let's sum this up in terms of relationship. Dishonesty, secrecy, has caused for there to be destruction. The lack of understanding of direction of humankind has caused for there to be wars and hatred, lack of compassion, lack of communication, the lack of understanding and understanding. But now there is an unraveling. It's like the great reveal that is necessary for you individually as well as the collective to come into the realization of a new earth, this new world, and there's going to be a breakdown. And it may not be that easy. But we're like the freedom riders for the soul. There was freedom riders for the racial and the race. There's getting ready to be a freedom rider. Freedom. We are freedom riders for the soul. We are deciding to step into the truth of our freedom for the mission of the divine source energy, i.e. God, which is the bringing into the fulfillment the vision for humankind that was from the beginning, which was for us to enjoy life as we discover life, having fun with the game, procreating and enjoying freely and authentically upon this earth, and enjoying the fruits of our labor. It seems pretty much crazy, right, to even think that's possible. But it is, and it's going to be. And that's what this is about. And the toughest challenge that there will be for many of us, for many of humankind, will be the process of letting go. The idea, the concern of what somebody thinks about you. I don't give a damn if you're married, if you're not married, but the spirit is really, look, a lot of people have lived unhappy, tipping out on the side and all kind of stuff because of the rules and the indoctrination and the suppression of the truth, not knowing the truth. Not everybody wants multiple people. That's not for everybody. It's just not what they want. And for some, it is a part of their freedom and their authenticity. That's for them to experience it. And there are people who are okay with it. There are people who are okay and feel wonderful with that. There are people who will say, hey, how you doing? Is Johnny there? Okay, baby girl. Well, when he leave, have him go stop and get me some eggs. That's just what it is. Some people like it and some people don't. But even for those who do like it, then they suppress it and they live in the closet with their truth. There are people who desire it, but they lie and say they don't. And they do. Do you? Divine is not worried about that. We're going to have to release the cement, the quicksand off of us, and walk right through. Let me tell you, you're going to have to release all of the quicksand, all of the energy of suppression, and choose to break through so that you can do you. The divine will protect you along the way. Your soul will be so happy because it's been here before. It 9 times out of 10. And it needs you to listen and to just go with the flow. I know it's scary. I'm here to help you. That's why I came in this lifetime. It's to help you. Do this. We understand about the true purpose. or not. Many people think it's a collective event. My true purpose is to be happy. Okay, what's your position in the game? Where are you supposed to be? That's a specific assignment. You can't get on a football play, say you're in the football game. Spirit always like to use that as an analogy. Because it talks about the field goal. Okay. So when you get in a football game, they don't say, well, what do you want to play? I just want to win the game. What do you hear? What's your position? I just want to win the game. I want to make some field goals. What is your position? In this game called life, you got a position, baby. And your soul, it's already in you. But your soul aligned with you for a specific reason. So don't try to be something that you're not. Not everybody is called to be a billionaire, millionaire. Not everybody. Not in this lifetime. Or any for some. There have been souls that have been created to fix the mess, and then there have been souls that have been created with the original. They were carrying the original. But in the midst of the flow, in the natural flow, not those we'll talk about that another time, but not those entity energies that have been created as a result of ill divination, intentional creation, and intentional energies that have been created as ill to do harm for the mission, to do harm against angelic unions. Many people, because of our sedation and our indoctrination and our suppression, it's been real smooth for that spirit realm on the evil dark side to do what they've been doing, because we've been so sedated. So now that that's why we're experiencing spiritual warfare as a result of that. Yeah. There are more people waking up and it's ruffling their feathers. They've been chilling, man. They've been chilling. We've been asleep. They like, these folks waking up. So now that we're waking up, it's causing some riffraff. Okay? It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's going to be all right. So it's going to be some things that we're going to go through. But your assignment is specific as far as it relates to your true purpose. You know, if you're going to be in a football field, maybe you're a quarterback and maybe you kick the ball. But there's a position that you play. And you're going to step into it. That there is the first assignment for peace. Then there comes this other part of us. Some people have not collected a lot of karma. They have not been in the process of creation of karma, like how some races have. It's different, because there's been such indoctrination and such suppression in certain areas, certain races. Even in certain cultures, they actually take a look at the people that they have mate with their children based on the drama and the traumatic situations that they have in their life or not, and and the ill that has gone on in their life, they manage that. So then you may wonder, well, how is it that whole race get a chance to, they actually do step in abundance. They seem to have peace and have fun and this, that, and the third. Some of them have been very cautious and very conscious. They've been very conscious of energy and how they mate. And although not perfect, but it has, and sometimes it's kept down karma for their race. And then you have those where there's just a whole bunch of karma because there's so much suppression, there's so much depression, there's so much secrecy, so much backdoor betrayal and bullcrap and bloodlines that they're actually destroying. Oh man, destroying relationships, destroying bloodlines. Literally, in the spirit and the flesh. Because we don't die. Remember that. We switch sides. But how you live this life and how you end it, you can go through some issues. Spirit said there is a such thing as spiritual jail. It's like you can go and you're going to deal with it here. And then on the other side, you don't just, but it's not like what we've been taught. It's not like a hell flame, all that kind of stuff. You become a wandering soul. You can be between the gates. Not entering to the other side, but just wandering. It's not like people want to come. Some people don't want to just come here. It's like this is all fun. But you may become a wandering soul, and that's a restless soul, and you're now you're having to come back because you got to repeat. Your soul has to get it. Your soul has to fulfill the mission. The soul, because the process has started, so it's going to fulfill its mission, and it's going through just like this. It's connecting the dots, and and that energy is a restless energy caught in between worlds. It's not what you want. Brought that back to me. My love. Let's look it up. Spirit say, look it up. You know what's interesting? I have not heard sirens or anything since I've been here like that. Until we're doing this recording. Seemed like somebody screamed. I don't know if it was a possum or something like that. I was told there's a lot of those around here. Released in 1979. Gene Carn. All right. Spirit said, look up what happened to Gene Carn. Oh, she's still alive. She celebrated 75th birthday in March and continues her tour. She is known for her powerful 5-octave vocal, arranged and has collaborated with many music legends throughout her career. So, Spirit, why are we here? All right. Congratulations. All right. She's Atlantic City Walk of Fame. Oh, wow. In April 2025, she was inducted in the National R&B Music Society's Atlantic City Walk of Fame. Congratulations. She moved from Philadelphia International label. My love don't me. Okay. Wow. Okay, so oh wow, and Motown Records too. All right, so Holy Spirit, what do we? All right. She remains active in the music scene, touring and recording new music collaborations. She's worked a wide range of artists, including Norman Connors, Doug Karn, Dexter Wansel, Phyllis Hyman, Lonnie Weston Smith, Michael Jackson, and many more. And she has 3 children, Soul Train Cruise. All right, so let's see. She did Unsung 2022. Guys, look her up. Give her some love. Jean Carney. Look her up and give her some love. Okay, so I guess Divine wants to put some love out on her. All right. The lyrics. Let's look up the lyrics. Let's see what's happening. What you got us doing now? All right. 127. Okay. When baby, you and me, we gotta work it out. Whatever it will be, it feels so right. But somewhere deep inside, you don't know how you feel. You don't know if it is real. Do you want it? Do you need it? 'Cause love don't come easy. Do you want it? Do you need it? 'Cause love don't come easy. There comes a time when you wake up one day not knowing if our love will take us all the way. Then suddenly you feel you must decide if we should carry on. With what we've just begun, you know that it ain't always easy. You know that it ain't always right. When love finds a place in your heart, do you want it? Do you need it? 'Cause love don't come easy. Do you want it? Do you need it? 'Cause love don't come easy. You can walk out through this open door just like so many times before. If you don't find what you are looking for, you may be lost forevermore. Oh yeah. You know that it ain't always easy. You know that it ain't always right. When love finds a place in your heart, there comes a time when, baby, you should know if we are going to make it, you got to let it show. I can't wait and find out in the end that you will not be standing right here by my side. Do you want it? Do you need it? 'Cause love don't come easy. Do you want it? Do you need it? 'Cause love don't come easy. Now I'm going to tell y'all, I don't remember any of those words. I think I've only done, 'cause my love don't come easy. Not tonight. Is that the right one? I don't know. Let me see. But that's a message for somebody though. When baby, you and me, we gotta work it out. Whatever it will be, it feels so right. But somewhere deep inside, you don't know how you feel. You don't know if it is real. Listen. A divine union, you're going to know it's real. You're going to know it's real right away. It's like you're going to know. And the only way you would most likely can question it would be if you have a whole bunch of naysayers around telling you it's not that, or they don't agree with that. And it becomes this push and pull between you. All right? Where it becomes a total push and pull as a result. Okay? And you need to go on your feeling. You need to go on your feeling. But you need to also keep people out of your mess. This journey, as you begin to evolve and go through your life as you are called to go through to do your life, it's an individual thing. Communication is very important because we have to heal what is going on with our children. A lot of you are broken grown folks. Broken grown children. Right? And you have to heal. And you know why? Most people are broken when they're grown because somebody didn't talk to them. And didn't talk to them because they were broken. And because of what had been started a long time ago with slavery, we got slavery in the physical and we got slavery in the mind. They cover both bases. Who are they? Those who felt a need, in a sense, to control the narrative. Saw an opportunity. And what has this done for us? Created an opportunity for us to transform and transmute and utilize all of this great stuff that we know how to do to create a new earth, a new narrative, a new space and time. Yeah. Mainly for our children in the future, like I said, they're going to be like, I can't believe they went through all of that. They weren't picking up books with their eyes. Like, really? You mean to tell me that's like strange? That's what we do. They weren't talking to the angels and the spirit realm on the other side? Wow, that's crazy. It's going to be in history books, the way we're doing stuff. But there are many of us here chosen for a higher call and mission as leaders in this movement and to help save humanity. So, wow, okay. Lovers. Ooh, did that? Oh, shoot. I gotta do like that. The lovers. Crap. Spirits, take the next one off the top. What we got? Ooh. The hang. You're hanging. How are we going to do this, Spirit? You want me to pull out cards? Hold on, y'all. We got to go back to the song. Because I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. I wonder, is that right? Yeah, right. Yeah, that is the sun. Okay. Let me see something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what we doing, Holy Spirit, what we doing up in here, Holy Spirit, what we doing up in here. We're gonna look what that means. Whoa, wow, whoa. Okay, so we're getting ready to play with all of this, and we haven't seen it yet. Okay. All right, whoa. I gotta put all this in order. Wow. We're gonna see what's getting ready to happen here. I just gotta trust. This is very different from what I have planned on doing. So I really just am having to trust the unknown because I just, Yep. Wow. How y'all doing? All right. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Listen. Inventor. Prosperity. Community. And you're fighting for freedom. Miracles. No way. Are you feeling lonely? You're not alone. You have your soul, but some of you may feel lonely as you go through this process. It's not easy. But you can have fun and have peace in the process. Knowing is more than half the battle. If you know if you know that you're in the right position and you're where you're supposed to be, you're gonna have peace that passes all understanding. Trust and believe you will. Okay? And I want you to know that. It's getting ready to get really good for you. Somebody, you are getting ready to experience a lot of change. And, when there's a process of change going on, there's, you have the energy of the unraveling. So it's okay. It's just rumble, 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 okay? It's okay, though. I know that I cannot change the past, so let go of the past. And it's time for you to step into your truth so that you can have true joy. And the choices that you make are definitely going to influence how your children live. A lot of times we try to shield our children from the truth. We think it's going to hurt them. How many of you have said, "Oh, I've sacrificed myself. I didn't do this and I didn't do that, so my kids can go get the white picket fence and education and all of this kind of stuff." And you sacrifice what your soul was wanting from you because, and a lot of times we'll say we don't want to hurt our children. We don't want to hurt our children. When I tell you, the divine said to me, "You will fall and rise before men. It's not about you, and your children must experience it too." I tell you, if you're in a civil war, what are you doing in a civil war? You're going to tell them, "Okay, y'all." Are you going to say, you're not going to tell them that it's a war right outside your house door? Like it's a war going on out there. People have guns and stuff happening outside the door. You can't not tell your children that. Right? But you will do whatever is necessary to shield them in that process of war. Talk to them. The divine is saying, "Listen, I need, hey, I need you to drop it like it's hot. Let all this stuff go and do whatever you got to do. Whether it's a job, a relationship, and even a marriage. Whatever it is that you have to do to fulfill the mission of the soul. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things and having love and compassion." This is what we're restoring, and we're going to do it successfully. We're restoring love, true joy. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Look at that. And they both came out together. Everything is in divine order. Let go of the past. We're turning away from the ideology that we've been fed. It is what it is, y'all. There are going to be miracles, as we come into the knowledge and the truth of who we truly are, of our mission here. And we're going to love, that's where peace comes, Imagine getting in a game and then they that you are better at pitching the ball, better than catching it, and they make you a catcher. And you got to play the game, or you play the game because that's the only position that they had, but that wasn't in your heart. We've been living life all over the place. So it's time to streamline this thing and say, this is what it is. This is what it is. So we're going to have some forums coming up where we can have open discussions regarding this, and it's okay. There's protection in the process. It's going to be the most peaceful war. As you've ever seen. Absolutely. I just got chills. Yeah. It is. And when you think of war, you don't think of that. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. That's your key, darling. The intuition is the spirit of God, the spirit of the divine source energy, i.e. God. Confirmation. I don't know if you guys heard that. You have a guardian angel, but you are a protector and you are being highly protected. Trust and believe. When you follow, it's like, perseverance. It takes perseverance. Whoever you are, You have persevered. You have been through a lot. You persevered, and you've been doing it with grace. Yeah. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. You're becoming self-reliant too. Look, I've enjoyed you guys today. It's I don't know. I think there's a reason that it's a quiet time. A still time. And it's time for you to step into your authenticity. To be you. Your children will understand. Okay? Regeneration, bottom of that. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. And there's a new community that awaits. And that is the true prosperity, darling baby. Darling, darling baby. Let go of the past. Here we go again. And embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune that awaits you. Listen, you keeper of secrets, clever. You are in store for great things, darling. And it's not a boring process. It's a good process, darling. That is your true freedom. That is your true freedom. That is your peace. That is your joy. I tell you, when I walked away from my home in Alpharetta, Georgia, I don't even know how to explain it. As soon as I walked out, I drove out of the garage the last time, I cannot tell you the peace that I felt from then. It was such freedom and joy and peace. I didn't even know where I was going. But Divine said, wow, walking into miracles. Okay? That's what you get ready to walk into. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. And that's what we're doing. All right? I need you to. I'm here for you. I am. We're going to do this. I am transforming the youth, and I am transforming Detroit. I am transforming the world. I'm transforming the minds of those who have lost their mind, okay? In the scheme of this thing called life. So we're going to talk about all of this and what happens in life. The power of our soul. And what our soul is asking for, calling for, begging for. All fall down. I'm telling you all. And all falls down. And I'm your friend in need. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I don't know why I'm looking at empathy. Y'all excuse me. You're an empath. You're emotional. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. Yeah, some of you are, I get it. Some people are in your situation because you don't want to hurt somebody. You worry about what people say, but you know what happens? Energy. Spirit saying. A couple things. Energy from your current experience. Energy from your current perspective is more powerful than anything you say or do. And the energy of a situation, when you don't decide to do what is good for you and for your soul, that type of energy it perpetuates a cycle all throughout your bloodline. The energy continues to flow in that way. And the results of that, and they end up gaining the results of that type of choice. So I'll ask you, is that what you want your children to do? So then when you get older and you see your child taking some mess that they don't need to be taking, or doing some stuff that they don't need to be doing, and you're like, damn, that's what I did. How'd you know I did that? I did that myself, but I didn't tell anybody. But you find that your children are doing the same thing. Yeah, that's how it goes. Because energy is everything. You don't have to say it. Go ahead and be in your secret closet. That's fine, but it's not a secret. Across all planes. You know? It's just not a secret. I was avoiding like looking at this card. I'm like, I don't want to do this right now. But there is a synchronicity that's going on here, and we gotta do it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm telling you all for them. And you know what? When you're in this flow, you gotta let a lot of people go. And a lot of people will leave because you end up shifting timelines and dimensions and things like that, right? So you find yourself not being you're not easily fitting into certain rooms that you used to easily fit in. You find yourself feeling completely out of sorts because it's like, man, I don't belong here, you know? And that's how it feels. All right. I want you to be okay. It's going to be, sometimes you may not go into a place that it's commonly where you're just supposed to go. You may not go to somebody's wedding because you are done with the lies or done with faking like it's okay. Like, okay, I'm just going to be with my family because my family is my family and that's that. Listen, y'all. Listen. It's about the mission of your soul. So don't compromise your peace. Spirit said to me, and you don't have to sit in no room where you are tolerated. Don't cast your pearls on swine, is what Spirit said to me, right? And I had to make different choices, and sometimes you can gracefully bow out because that's what your energy is calling you. You no longer fit in the room. You don't need to play in a space that you know they have not changed. You've been in that room over and over again. You ever want to know, well, how do I stop this cycle from happening? How do I stop this and that from happening? You not give a who? And in a way of integrity. One, for yourself. Your peace is everything. Your peace is everything. We've got 22 here. Now, see, this is the cards that I was avoiding. 22. Everything always comes together, and it's dominion and peace. See, that's being restored. 22. That's at the top of the deck. And then it has 23. I'm using it like that because it's in order, but it's in a numeric order in this way. Love and sorrow. You've been through a lot. See, you've been through a lot with love. Some of you feel like you're stuck in a cycle because, look, it hurts to try to start all over. You think you're going to start all over, but what you're doing is doing what is necessary for your soul to be at peace and for you to be at peace in this life and the life to come. Trust and believe. So, 23 may be important. 56. And see, that's 30, and it's also look at that. On top of, wow. After going through great strife, there is victory that awaits you. Right. Love. And without the sorrow. But you're going to have to let something go. You've been through sorrow. Whoever, yeah, you've been through it. Somebody was interfering. This is 7, 8. 15 may be important. Somebody was interfering with your love. Over and over and over again. Possibly doing divination towards it. Talking against it. Talking to you against it. Talking to maybe your loved one, your lover against it, and trying to tear you apart. Those are usually signs of the perfect unions a lot of times, okay? Because when it's nothing that's gonna cause you to grow, no pain, no gain. What you fight for? It's nothing to fight. Nobody have to bother you. Y'all not bother nobody, right? That's that twin. It's the challenge of it, and you don't have to be fighting. It's just when it feels right inside. You don't compromise who you are for no one. Okay. Well, look at this. All right. Okay, I'm glad to put this with that. Okay. We're going to wrap this up, guys. Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right. So, somebody here was in a magical energy, Empress energy, and Magician energy. That is someone who is very, very, first of all, very loving, and also a person who is an alchemist, who is creating, very creative and very divine. And after great strife, they're getting ready to realize victory. You are going to realize victory after going through so much strife. See, that's what I was saying. Strife against your relationship. 2, 3, 4. Wow. Yep. They came against your love. Great sorrow. And you have someone, there is an emperor. Oh, wow. This emperor is in a Hierophant energy. And this is all energy, okay? So it could be male, female, they, leaving no one out. It's Hierophant energy. Trying to please everybody. Stuck trying to please everybody in their circle or the tradition, caught in the indoctrination. Don't let an indoctrination or something somebody has told you keep you in a situation where you know deep down in your soul it does not feel good to you. At the same time, after you've been indoctrinated so long, the fear and the conviction of that will seem to reign over you as you begin to move out of it. So that's why it's going to be very important for you to be quiet, be still, and spend time with the divine source energy every day and just let God know, I want to do your will. That's it. Because divine already knows once you do it. Just sit and be still. Connect. Divine said to me, that's why I say, that's why it is said to 10. Okay. Wow. That's why it is said. Oh wow. This needs to be part 2. Oh wow. I am being really pulled to do this. And I don't think I've ever done a video this long. So I may have to split it up. But wow. We're not gonna worry about it. It is what it is. Ooh, give me strength, God. I'm gonna be obedient though. Y'all got me messed up. Oh, this message is for somebody. Man. I'm gonna have to look some of this up, y'all. Okay, because this is deep. Okay. And then okay. We're playing cards right now for those of you who have just chimed in. I'm hoping God might give me a break right now, but it doesn't seem like it's happening that way. Cause hashtag, but okay. Wow. We got the Prince of Cups, the Princess of Swords out here. With the Prince of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. That's the conclusion of that one. On this side there. Okay, so I guess we're going to read the story that way. Spirit is compiling something here. Alright, oh wow. Bottom of the deck. Infinite possibilities. That's yours, baby. Wow. And prosperity is yours. And you are the revealer of the truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Yeah, I want you to enjoy. Wow, I'm always prepared. I want you to enjoy the journey. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So whilst it seems so challenging and like it seems this way, it's not. Wow. Okay, so take all of that. So now we're gonna okay. I don't know what we're gonna do with them yet. But we're gonna work it out. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna make this a special playlist. Have it in parts because yeah, there's quite a bit said here in all different kind of angles. Sometimes I don't want to talk. And I talk a lot. You say I talk a lot when people are around. Well, I talk a lot on camera. And outside of that, I'd really rather not. Somebody is not willing to go through the process of the transformation. Okay, what Spirit said will bring out. Wow. I am learning that endings are merely the beginning. Okay, I got it. Guys, I love you. And transformation it is, so. All right, so we're gonna do another video for these cards. Right, okay. That I just pulled after this. And listen, I love all of you. So much. So much. I love all of you. I love you. I choose to be guided. I hope you enjoyed our time, just kind of kicking it, resonating. I love you very much.